Welcome back to another episode of the Bear Trap on the Boomer Bust channel, Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host Terry, and today going to the film session to look at Justin Fields' big completions and his incompletions. Just to give you a heads up, the wide copy of the film has like a green blinking issue. Not on every play, but on some plays, just give you a heads up in case anybody has any, medical issues or if that makes you not want to watch. But yeah, we're going to go through and see the good first, the good plays, and then we're going to go through and look at the incompletions. All right, so we're going to start off with the first completion. There's only four big completions. That one was a screen, so we didn't do that. Let me back up. So yeah, we have four explosive plays. So let's see, let's pause. We're in a 2x2 tight formation, tight end to the left. They got single high. And so let's take it back. See at the top of the drop. Get a short play action. The linebackers all step up in this down safety. Corners, like it was more likely cover three, so they're bailing to make sure they stay deep. And that's just, the power of a speed receiver. They're going to stay on top to respect the speed. Then he just throttles down right under that. It was kind of like just a two-man deep curl route, which we've seen plenty of times before. Go back and try to look at the protection. So you actually send a blitz off the edge. And so maybe that took St. Brown out of the play, or whoever that is, that's Pettis, one of those. Maybe that took him out of the play and he didn't go on his route, but they had a nickel blitz. And the receiver tried to help that St. Brown. Yeah, it looks like St. Brown got taken out of the route. But either way, pretty easy completion in my mind. So let's jump to the next one. I overshot it. Oh, no, I did it. Okay. All right, now we got the Strobin effect. Okay, so we're in heavy personnel here. I mean, it's still 12 personnel, but we got two tight ends again, single high. Corners off. This corner's up, could be some type of man coverage, or we got cover three or late rotation. So we're from under center. Again, play action. Kind of a two-man route, and so this is the biggest play of the year, really. 50-some yards, and you got Mooney at the top. Again, this corner's playing off. And yeah, it's definitely man coverage because he didn't bail early. He's pedaling and he doesn't speed turn until Mooney gets on him. So once he starts to gain on him, he starts to speed turn. So it's definitely man coverage. Because if it's just cover three, then he would have been getting deep anyway. And I mean, Mooney just really gets a step on him, just pure speed, and Fields is able to deliver what we thought would be a more consistent play we would see, which is his deep ball to Mooney. And you see great accuracy, put it on the outside shoulder, only where the receiver could catch it. And then Mooney had to make a amazing play. Not to say that the pass was bad, because that's where you want to put it downfield. And this is just play action protection. The linebackers do suck up. But, yeah, clean pocket. And we've seen so far with Justin Fields that you kind of need that clean pocket for him to make a play. Otherwise, he's going to go into scramble mode. All right, so we'll go to the third explosive play. Okay, under center again. So you're noticing a theme here with some of these big completions. So single high looks like cover 3 again or man. They got the other safety down in the box. Plus they got fifth man on the line. So complete run mode, which makes sense. So they play action to split. I believe it's Wesco comes across. So let's see. Back from the beginning. This looks like a zone. And so Thibodeau on the edge goes out into man coverage, which you kind of think if they had him stay off the edge, it probably would have been a tough play. But either way, that helps us out. And yeah, these linebackers aren't blitzing. They're back in coverage, but once he sees him, he's going to punch it. But obviously, if they were blitzing, this timing would have been a lot different. But because we really didn't have no edge pressure, Fields had enough time to sit and see what was happening downfield. And a very easy, that's an easy read. I guess we go from the end zone too. Just play action zone. Everybody flows. Boots back the other way. Okay. Let's see what the next one is. We just passed it. So this is the last of the 4 explosive passes. It's after this play. Oh. Rewind that back. All right, now we're in the shotgun. We're in a 3-by-1. Technically, I guess if you want to count them in the backfield, that's fine. But we got 3 to the left. Again, they're in single high. Looks like they've been running cover 3 a lot. Now we got a straight drop back. So to the single side, looks like we ran a curl. And this looks like it's going to be a double dig on the backside. Or he might be curling, not sure. But either way, these corners are way off. So that's wide open. The linebackers, not sure what they're looking at, but they're not getting too much depth. So that's wide open because this safety is super deep. And then if he comes behind Mooney, that'll be open too. We'll run it. So not sure what EQ was going to run, but I think both of those would have been open. I mean, and really you probably got to figure this is because Justin Fields. They're not getting much depth, probably because they're ready for him to run. He's been running on them all day. So everything behind and everything deep, they're just, I guess, daring him to throw it. And, again, very easy pitch and catch, in my opinion. So we'll try to run through the end zone copy. But you can see that this was the only play that wasn't a play action from under center. And we only had 4 explosive plays passing the game, and that's not good to start with. But the fact that the play action was really one of the only ways that Fields was able to put some downfield, again, continues to show where we are as an offense. So now we're going to get into the incompletions. And unfortunately, we got more than 4 of them. So now we're going to look at the not so good. All right, we're down in the red zone. Almost in the white zone, right outside the 10. We got trips to the right, close on the backside. They're running. I'm guessing they're going to be running man robber or some type of cover 4, because these 3 are not usually this far back together, and so I would assume that he's probably going to be robbing. All right, so top of the drop, we got short route coming across with Komet. Backside, EQ's coming across behind that, which what you want is the safety to chase that and then him to come across. And then Mooney's going one-on-one. Looks like he might be going to the corner route or it might be a post. And then I'm not sure what we're doing up top. So we ran 2 corner routes. One to the left, one to the right. Now to the left, you got Pettis in press coverage. Safety, yeah, this is definitely like a cover 1. This safety sitting in the middle, trying to play both sides. At this point, you got to pick a side. You see him going vertical, you want to get over there, but there's enough space because the safety doesn't immediately take him. But the coverage is really good by the corner. He completely cuts off the inside. And I don't know if Justin Fields threw it away or if that was just a bad pass. But I want to see EQ backside. Of course, the play skips right. Always skips right at the point where you don't want it to. But I feel like he would have been open coming on this backside. I mean, if he ran a better angle, but I still think that would have been a play. All right, so either way, that was a bit of a tough completion to make. So it kind of gets thrown away. All right, so now we're going to go further into the game. We got trips to the empty trips to the right. Stack on the backside. Let's see how the defense plays it. They look confused. And I'm assuming it's some type of man. There's no there's no safety deep. I mean, he is deep, but I don't know if you could play the middle from that maybe. So maybe it still might be cover 3. And it looks like it is. I guess they just didn't give any help on the backside. So, yeah, right now I don't even know what these routes are. We got an outbreaking route. We got a drag coming down. These two look like they're both headed that way, and this looks like a corner or some type of vertical. So down here they end up running a kind of a corner route. And then just a drag here. I don't know. It looks the routes just kind of broke off. Let me see if I can run through it clean because I'm not even sure what they were doing. So inside Komet ends up running, or not Komet, the other one runs a corner. Yeah, I don't know. These routes look funky. So let's see the pressure from the end zone view. So these two stunt. They got taken care of. Other two are held up. I really don't know why Justin Fields took off. He didn't have any pressure. I don't know if he was just trying to make the pass easier for him. So if we go back to the wide view, maybe he's trying to hit this corner route. And honestly, kind of open. But he scrambles that way. And I don't really know what he was trying to do. I'm guessing he was trying to go vertical. And it looked like the receiver was 81. Who is that? Either way, it looks like he just did not understand how to present himself to the quarterback. Like, you got to understand, A, what a quarterback is, and then B, where the defenders are. Find that open space and settle down. You know the route, but you got to adjust depending on the situation, especially if he's scrambling. So then he just settles for a short pass. But I got to believe Justin Fields could have just stayed in the pocket and made a play from there. I think he brought, and that's what we talk about with running quarterbacks, bringing pressure and creating pressure. You brought your own pressure because there was no pressure on him. All right, so we are under center and 21 personnel. Play action boot. Doesn't have time to really look at any other floods coming across. Just has to go to the flat route. And again, like I talked about before, early they blitz, punch that thing, and really you got no choice. And throwing off his back foot, he was just inaccurate and didn't even really give chance for Ebner to catch that ball. Okay, we can move on to the next one. Okay, we are in the shotgun 2x2. I think that's the fullback though. We're in a 2x2 tight formation out of shotgun. Safety comes down again. Looks like they're running a form of cover 3 or some single high. So we do a play action. The top of the drop. Both of these guys going vertical. Probably curl routes if I had to guess. And then we got Komet either going to the flat or wheel. And not a curl route. These were outbreaking routes, or at least Mooney's was. Which is interesting. You don't see a whole lot of 10-yard outs. So he runs a deep out, and backside's running a dig. And they're both open, honestly. Like I said, these corners giving a lot of space. The linebackers really not getting depth. Both of these options are open. Even Komet was open, so I'm okay with either one. This is just a case of a bad pass. So let's see the protection. So they lead a fullback in for extra protection. Komet delay releases. And Mustapher is getting kind of whooped, causing a little bit extra pressure. But he has a clean pocket to throw. And I mean, the pass wasn't terrible. It wasn't the best. Obviously, that's not the location you want. Anytime you got the outbreaking routes, you want to put it in. You want to put it towards the outside and underneath the defender. So you want to get it right in there. But he had to stop and pull up on it and just hits the ground. Okay, so we're going to jump to our next one. So far, it's been kind of Justin Fields. I wouldn't really put it on, I won't really put it on the O-line so far, but we got bunch trips to the left out of the shotty. Again, they're single high. They send 4. So we got a slant flat combo, backside. Not sure what they're doing, play side. But Justin Fields goes immediately to the slant, and it's not the wrong decision. As you can see, the defender takes the flat right away. So you should have had a slant coming behind that. And I'm guessing it was tipped. It's hard to see. Guessing it was tipped. Yeah, I think it was tipped. But those one of those plays where you probably would expect a pretty simple completion because the linebackers all got out the way. It was pretty wide open. All right, after this will be the next incompletion. So we motion to a 2x2 play action. Now let's see what we have here, because we see that he's booting, or at least moving the pocket intentionally. So they zone away, split zone, play action. So he's moving this way. So what do we got? We know off the motion he's going to run a wheel route. We got a post going inside. And I'm guessing we're supposed to have Mooney backside. Yeah, Mooney is wide open. Is this the play everybody was talking about? Mooney being wide open? I mean, look. I mean, somebody's right in his face. He never looked to see Mooney. That didn't even happen. But I don't know that you make this throw. I mean, it's a tough throw. You can make the throw, but it's dangerous because any type of short, accuracy, this thing's getting picked off. That's to the sideline or nothing else. So he wheels route. Not only does he get picked up, but the deep corner does not peel off with the post. He lets the post go inside to his single high safety. And then he peels off and goes back towards this wheel route. And actually, I take it back. The pass itself was fine, but it's still, the decision is dangerous. And so again, they punch that edge. Look where he's moving. There's no way he ever saw Mooney. So I'm not blaming Justin Fields for that. But yeah, if this is the pitcher, man, that's a tough pass to make. And that's why it was incomplete. All right, we're going to go to our next one. It's towards the end of the game now, or closer to the end of the game. And the reason there's not so many incompletions is because he got sacked a lot. to be quite honest with you. All right, let this play and rewind it back. I think I had the wrong timestamp, but looks like we were 2x2 to begin the play. They're single high again. A lot of people up on the line might expect blitz. So we got an out route, maybe a curl route, another out route, probably a post. Oh, no, third out route. That is weird. I've never seen that play. I don't even know what you would call that. But we're going to go again. So Mooney's going to break out. Going another out route. Looks like man coverage. So you could potentially get some space here. There's space to the outside with this corner. So I understand him looking there. Especially with this this other safety not playing anything flat or curl. So again, you see his man coverage. But this is just a weird play. And I guess it was a curl route by Komet over the middle. And it's a bad pass. I mean, I don't love the concept, but the receiver was there. Let's go back. I mean, it seems like Justin Fields has time. But again, as I said earlier, out breaking routes is one place where you want to put it. Yeah, he's got time. And he just puts it on the ground. It's a bad pass. 47, 45. So these are going to be the last two. I don't know why we rewind that. Let that play through. All right, we're empty. Motion back. Trips right bunch. Looks like Komet stays in. Okay. I don't know what just happened. Looked like Komet stayed in to help protect. He might have delayed release. All right, so top of the drop, we got outbreaking route, another outbreaking route, and something going vertical, either a post, dig, or something like that, or a corner. And so Justin Fields gets, flushed. I don't know. I was like, is flushed the right word? Yeah, he gets flushed out of the pocket. And you see us run a lot of these outbreaking routes because it is cover 3. And we got all that space underneath us. So I'm assuming you going here is open. The corner ain't there. Now, why does EQ turn that up? I don't know. You see your quarterback scrambling. Like, you don't turn it up field. Like, stop and present your numbers so he can just have an easy target. It's going to jump. Okay. It did. I hate this thing. So, yeah, again, it looks like Fields did not have to move in that pocket. They send 4. They send 3. Everybody's fine. Fields moves the pocket and just makes that throw difficult for no reason. That's one thing, but also EQ, you got to be smarter than that, and you got to settle down and present something for your quarterback. I mean, yes, there's chemistry with quarterbacks and receivers, but also there's just being smart and making smart football plays. So that's twice where the receiver didn't really help the quarterback. All right, so this is the last one. We are trips to the right, shotgun. Single high again. A lot of people pressed up. We get a blitz. So let's see. I don't know if the routes really matter, but let's see what routes we were running. Because it might not have been anything that was quick for him. Pause. So we got an over route, about a tight end. I don't know, a hitch outside. Probably a corners, probably smash over here. Over route, and then maybe a post backside. Or a stop route, whatever. Either way, the blitz came. The over route is probably your best bet. They took Whitehair out? I mean, that's bad communication somewhere, because Mustipher is trying to help block with Tevin Jenkins and is not looking at the middle at all. So obviously I don't know the call, but somebody ain't doing something right. And then the running back picks up the middle, but the second guy's unblocked. So, yeah, Justin Fields did not really have any time there. All right, so for that, I mean, that's on the O-line. And so I'm not going to blame Justin Fields. But overall, you look at it, you see, hopefully people can see the themes when we hit big passes. Mostly it's because off the play action and the whole, everybody except the shell of the two corners and safety is staring at the run. And so we were able to hit some easy stuff off that. Also, you saw that the linebackers were never getting depth because they were waiting for Justin Fields' scramble. And so, I mean, that's fine if we're a run-first team. But, when you only can do passing plays off the run, that lets you know where your offense is and your passing game is. Like, yes, the last one was out of the shotgun. That's nice, but we cannot consistently get completions or big completions with our drop back passing game. It always has to be a play action or a boot or a screen or something. And so there's that. But this whole discussion about Justin Fields this week and the receivers, and look, first of all, people talk about, oh my God, wow, the receivers not getting open. I told y'all who do y'all think these receivers were? Did you really think they were going to kill? No. But also, I was telling somebody, like, it's not, somebody's like, it's a mandatory to get one open one-on-one in the league. No, it's not. What are you talking about? That's why the best receivers are the best receivers, because you can't cover them one-on-one because they will consistently get open. The mid to low tier receivers do not get open. They get open off other receivers or play action or schemes. And that's why they're not top tier receivers. So to expect anybody besides Mooney to do that consistently that was never the expectation. And that's not the expectation for 90% of the receivers in the league. It all comes together, a culmination of the pass protection and the quarterback reading the defense. That's what it is. And so sometimes you have a receiver like the top ones that can do it all themselves and make it happen. But for the most part, that's not what that is. So Justin Fields very rightfully has a lot of blame to take. He's not always constantly under pressure. That's not true. And people be like, well, the pressure rate, like, okay, you have no clue how PPF or PFF does their stuff. You have no clue. And y'all keep quoting stuff from a place you don't even know how they calculate it. And so I don't trust them, to be quite honest. I have no reason to trust that they know what they're talking about. But you watch the film and you see that, yes, the O-line's not good, but there's plenty of opportunities that Fields himself has messed up. And so it's never on one person. And that's always been the conversation. Good or bad, it's never on one person. But in this case, but in this case, it's the same thing. Justin Fields has some things he could work on. His reading the defense, his pocket presence especially. And then the receivers have things they can work on. The coach has some scheming they can do better. I hate when we run pass plays that are a waste. Like, I don't need to run all hitches. I don't need to run all curls. Like, continue to attack the field. If you see what I talk about in this film sessions, I don't really need to talk about concepts too much. Smash is a concept. 4 verts, all slants, those are easy. But for the most part, it doesn't matter what the concept is. It's the area of the field. Who is attacking what? If everybody's attacking vertical, okay, it better be a shot play or a desperation play. If everybody's in the short area of the field, that's a problem. Like, I need someone coming across the middle. I need someone going vertical. I need someone as a flat option. I need someone in the middle area. I need to attack all the zones. And that's, for me as an offensive person, that's the type of offenses I like, because it continues to give you options. Because as a defense, you cannot, unless you rush 3 or 2 people, you cannot cover every zone on the field. And so when I hit every zone, I just need to read which zone are you not covering and go to that person. When you don't attack the zones, all you do is limit the options for the quarterback. So it's on the coach, it's on the O-line, it's on the receivers, it's on Fields, it's on all of them. All right, that's it for me. Go down in the comment section, let me know what you think. Share it around, get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe, and remember, stay up and bear down.